Hi there, my name is Jordy Yak. I'm the Communications Coordinator here at the FirstOntario Performing Arts Centre. I am here with Royal Wood, who is a Toronto-based singer-songwriter. He's been active for over 15 years, nominated for 2 Juno Awards. His brand new album, Ever After the Farewell, pulls listeners into multiple directions. It deals with grief, yet also deals with love. I want to talk about the new album immediately.
Okay.
And I thought it was really interesting that the recording process, you recorded the songs about 30 minutes after they were written, which I've never even, I'm not a musician, but I follow music pretty closely, and I've never, is that something new for you, or is that how you always deal with writing albums and songwriting and that kind of thing?
I've done a couple songs in the past that way on a record, but this is the first time I've done an entire record that way, and the idea was just I'd write in the morning, and then by afternoon, what I thought were just beginning demos quickly became the song. So by the evening, we actually started to do like rough mixes, and that's just how the album was born. It was very spontaneous and very in the moment and in the pocket, and I think as a result, it's actually a very genuine sounding record.
And I mean, that's sort of, the themes deal with that very directly, so that seems like maybe a better way to do it than dwelling on songs for 2, 4, 6 months, right? So did you have a particular goal in mind when it came to writing the album, or was it just get the songs out, get the story out and move on?
Yeah, I mean, my goal is always to have the best song win, and then serve the song the best way that I can, and have its emotional core and lyrical content be represented by the music that backs it up. And I think we accomplished that. You know, it was definitely one thing at a time and one step at a time. And I don't think about the entire record when I start. I always think about just what's the first line and what's the chorus and what are the instruments for this one little moment. And then by the end of it, you look back, you're like, oh my God, I just made a whole record.
Can you talk a little bit about the album's connection to the Beatles?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was fortunate enough to be working in the UK, in London, and the studio contained the EMI console that the Beatles used to make Abbey Road. So I got to sit at the console every day and push the faders that Paul McCartney touched, and that to me made me feel like a kid again.
Saying that I miss you now.
I noticed something when watching your video, the new video for Hardest Thing of All, and it's a beautiful, kind of a haunting video, but I picked up on it. Doesn't mean that it was something that you were thinking when you were making the video, but was it inspired at all by the film A Ghost Story?
No, I mean, I actually haven't seen that movie, so I guess I'm gonna have to. It might have been for the director's eye, maybe that's where he got some of his ideas, but no, we shot that actually not that far from here. Rented this Airbnb, the director had it all scoped out, and he wanted a very 70s feel to it, like late 60s, early 70s, and we shot it all over the course of a couple days, and I'm super proud of it. And my wife's in the video. She plays the Love Lost, which was just ironic and interesting for the day.
So you will be here November the 28th, 2018 with Elise Legrow. You're performing here at the Performing Arts Centre, and this is your first time here, but you're no stranger to St. Catharines. You performed before at Brock Centre for the Arts. What do you think of our new space?
I think space is beautiful, and I definitely love it out here. I spent a lot of time in Niagara, obviously performing places like Jackson Triggs and everything else, but also my wife and I make regular visits to wine country, so that in itself will make the trip enjoyable. But the space is beautiful, and the theater's incredible, and it's state of the art and it's world class, and I know because I tour all over the world, and this is top notch.
All right, it's been really nice chatting with you, and looking forward to your show here in November.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.